Oh.
If you haven't heard of me, then get ready to meet my slaves. Stay back. I'm an
Hydralar geliyor, hydralar. Sadece 500 gold alacağız oradan. Onu da yarın alırız. Bilgisayarda bir kasma var ama anlamış değilim. Evet, ödüllerimiz onlar. Bakalım. Bir dakika ya, yeni bir deste açalım. Muldrotha'nın gücü nasıl? Hazır 1000 gold'umuz varken bir pek açalım. Each of the search your there for a card. Put that on top. 3 rare'ım var, bir mythic rare'ım var, 3 uncommon, 1 common'um var. Birden patlayan Muldrotha. Bir yandan da Stargate Atlantis dinledim. Bir yandan da Cryptid'i Türkçe'ye çeviriyorum. 3 iş aynı anda.
This is not my fault.
We're all there, relax.
She's coming around.
You okay?
Mine.
Dr. Ware is fine.
Dr. Ware doesn't talk about herself in third person.
She was simply overcome by the effects of the imprinting.
Let's kitty team to the infirmary.
It's not necessary, Colonel Caldwell. She's merely harboring my consciousness.
Oh, here we go again.
And you are...
I am Phoebus. We are a race of explorers. On our journey home, our vessel was attacked.
By the Wraith?
Yes. We were forced to abandon ship and launch our life pods. This has happened to me, and I've been adrift for some time, and the pods determine my body is beyond resuscitation.
You're quite correct.
And for all intents and purposes, I am already dead.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Yeah, we're all very sorry. Where's Elizabeth?
She is here also.
And I suppose you'd like us to take your word for that?
Would you like to speak with her?
Yes, we would.
Dr. Ware?
Oh, it's okay, Carson. I'm fine.
Elizabeth? I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there's another,
I know. Her name is Phoebus.
You seem remarkably sanguine about all this.
Well, the imprinting will only last a matter of hours. The other pod. Phoebus urgently desires to be here when we bring the other pod back to Atlantis.
Why?
She believes it's her husband.
Husband?
He escaped the ship, she's certain of it, and the rush of emotion is overwhelming.
I can imagine.
No, you can't.
No. I can't.
John, I'd like you to try. Phoebus has a favor she'd like to ask of you.
As I understand it, the beam that hit Elizabeth was part of a fail-safe feature built into the pod's system. As cellular failure progressed, the pod stored her consciousness in a sort of flash memory.
Well, why? And what good is the technology if the effects are temporary?
A useful thing in times of war.
Oh, it could also be the means for 2 survivors to say one last goodbye.
Are you sure she's up for this?
Physically, she's perfectly fine. Besides, Elizabeth wouldn't take no for an answer.
Love is a powerful thing, Carson.
You're a hopeless romantic, you know that?
Well, you're just as hopeless. Otherwise, you wouldn't have agreed.
I've gone over the respective EEG patterns, and I can say with some degree of confidence that this imprinting, that Dr. Weir's temporary occupant calls it, won't last more than a few hours.
You can guarantee that.
A day at most. Well, I'm sold. Shall we? And...
Ben sen yerim ha.
he's still alive.
Öyle mi?
Same as before. Life signs even fainter than the first one. If we're gonna do this, we should do it now.
I prefer if this alien consciousness weren't armed.
Colonel Shepard, we'll have to be in close proximity to the pod for the transfer to happen.
Yeah, I know.
But you're not moving.
You know, they were husband and wife. Anything could happen.
I promise to be discreet, Colonel.
Well, I guess I'll see you guys later.
Have fun.
Give him a moment. Thalen, it's me.
Phoebus?
It's all right. These people recovered our pods. We may well be the very last of our kind. These generous people have allowed us to be together one last time.
You consented to this.
One last chance to say goodbye to my husband.
It's not what I expected.
I know this body is different, but I assure you, Thalen, it's me. Is it possible for us to be alone, just for a few minutes?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, don't be so heartless. Look, they're two consenting adults.
That's not what I'm concerned about, Doctor.
Colonel's right.
Dr. Weir is in charge of this facility.
I'm just saying there should be an armed guard just outside the door.
2 guards. One at each door.
I've already taken that precaution. They're right outside.
Of course they are.
Hey! They don't see that's Colonel Shepard. I'm sorry. You two need some very serious marriage counseling.
He's not my husband. He's the enemy. Drop your weapon.
Alo.
Now radio security and tell them everything is fine.
Everything's not fine.
Acile gidin ya. Orası bilemedi. İkinci kez geliyoruz. İkinci kez yollar. Bir şey yapın falan desen.
Everything is fine. Never been better. Colonel Caldwell was
Biliyorum
kidding when he
herhalde.
said what he said.
Biliyorum yani. Bir şeyler yap. Tamam. Hadi
This is
görüşürüz.
Dr. Weir. Attention all personnel. Colonel Shepard is not, I repeat, not who he pretends to be. If you find him, secure the area and contact me immediately. I'll deal with him myself.
Heard there was trouble?
Yes, Major, it's Colonel Shepard. He's not himself.
What exactly does that mean?
It means he's a threat to the city. We have to find him. Your team's with me.
Yes, ma'am.
We're a medical emergency in Lab 3. You alright?
Stunner blast, I'm fine.
What happened?
She was playing us from the beginning.
Where?
Shepard 2, it's both of them now. Control room, patch my radio through the security teams only. This is Caldwell. Both Dr. Weir and Colonel Shepard are under the influence of alien entities. If at all possible, subdue and contain them with non-lethal force.
We can track them down faster.
There's the medical team on its way.
Go.
You know, it would help a lot if we knew more about what was going on. Ma'am. I'm gonna need you to hand over that weapon.
Now, did it occur to you that Colonel Caldwell might be under the same influence as Colonel Shepard? You weren't there.
Hand over the weapon. Now.
I guess you leave me no choice.
Report.
We just lost contact with Major Lorne.
All right, I want all non-essential personnel to return directly to their quarters and remain there until notified. The only people I want moving through the city are my security teams.
Sir, we may be able to track their progress using the life science detectors. How? They'll read this human, you won't be able to differentiate.
Security teams travel in groups of 2 or more. They'll be the only individual signals traveling through the city. Let's go. What are you waiting for?
Look, I don't want to get all chain of command on you here, but I am a senior member of this expedition. So with Elizabeth and Colonel Shepard out of the equation, then...
I'm in charge.
No. See, I don't think that's technically true, because you're here for, like, what, 1 week out of 6? That doesn't...
Possible that because I was host to a gold, you don't trust me, Doctor?
I didn't say that.
I'm the highest ranking military officer here, and this is clearly a military situation. Does that clear things up for you?
Fine.
We're to Shepard. I'm assuming you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but if you keep using these radios, it'll only help them find us.
We don't have much time, Thalen. The imprinting is temporary, and these people are going to try to stop us.
Got all the time in the world, and there's only one of them I'm worried about.
Both want a shot at the same thing.
You mean each other?
And neither one of us will get that chance if you keep running.
Sir, I'm picking up some chatter I think you'll want to hear.
Put it on speaker.
Hey, you're the one who likes to run. My ship ran out of fuel before I could even get a clean shot.
That was my plan.
You didn't have a plan. You just wanted me dead.
Still do. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to see that look of defeat on your face. Just one last time.
You mean the look on my face when you ran my fighter, making sure neither one of us would win? That was hatred, not defeat, Phoebus.
Not any way to talk to your wife. Thalen? Run all you like. The moment I find you, you die.
Well, they're headed straight for divorce.
That whole thing was a ruse. In fact, I doubt very much if we were ever speaking with Dr. Weir.
It was a remarkable impression, I'll give you that.
From the sound of it, we have 2 fighter pilots who don't know that their war's over.
It is much worse than that. They know everything about this city. And the layout, defensive systems, how to access weapons.
We just need to find a way to stop them without unduly harming the host.
Unduly. What does that mean?
Obviously, some force may be necessary. Contact any teams that may be off-world. Let them know that we're suspending all gate activity until further notice. We're going full alert status.
I think I just located one of them near the power room. Are you kidding?
How'd you know?
Intuition.
All right, we need to split up. I'll take Shepard. You go after Weir.
Why?
I don't have to. I don't have the slightest clue how she thinks.
Very well.
What happened? The city just went dark. Oh, tell me you had someone guarding the power room?
2 Marines from Daedalus. Hutchinson, this is Caldwell. Report. Where's auxiliary power?
Not good at generators aren't kicking in. He or she must have damaged the backups.
Lost everything?
Shields, communications, long-range and biometric sensors.
The sensors from the Daedalus. We can contact them.
Subspace communications are also down.
I need you to get down to the power room, Doctor. Restore primary systems.
I should go along too. Marines could be hot. Exactly, Marines may have been injured. We can't go down there.
I will send 2 of my people along with you, just in case.
Well, how do we know that Shepard isn't down there waiting in ambush?
Because he's not trying to kill us, he's trying to kill Dr. Weir.
That is so much more comforting.
This is not a request, Dr. McKay. Let me know the moment you have a damage assessment.
We'll go.
Ronan? You in there? Ronan? You there? Look, I came here looking for you, buddy, so, don't shoot or you'll ruin my entire plan. What'd Caldwell tell you?
I do love a good death whale.
That you're not who you say you are.
Yeah, well, consider the source. If there are 2 alien entities running around, it's him and Weir. I'm the good guy here.
So who got the power?
Muldrotha'nın gücü.
Okay, I admit, that was me.
Great
Why?
times.
I'm just trying to stay alive here.
The great times.
Caldwell has given the orders, and you're the only one I can trust not to shoot me on sight.
What about Weir?
Or you can shoot. And by shoot, I mean stun, and only because she's not herself.
Can you prove you're you?
No, I can't.
What would Shepard watch on TV?
No, that won't work.
And why not?
Because if there was an alien consciousness in my head, he'd know the answer was football.
But only Shepard would admit that, so...
Right. Look, just help me find her before they do. That's all I'm asking.
Give me the gun.
Okay, give me a center.
Yeah.
Niye bekletiyor ya? deli ediyor, beni deli ediyor diyor, beni deli ediyor. İşine gelmeyince böyle yaparlar.
Well, the good news is the ZPM is still intact.
The bad?
Well, the control system's been damaged by some well-placed weapons fire.
How soon till it's operational again?
I just got here. I have no idea.
Report when you can.
All right.
She's not here. Keep moving. Sorry, buddy. Plan didn't work. She got away because all I had was this stupid little thing. At least you're out of the way.
You're not.
Not Shepard, no. But I tell you what, he's screaming in my head right now like you wouldn't believe. Medical team to the Southport cargo hold. You have a man down?
Who called in the man down?
I don't know, sir, but it sounded like Colonel Shepard.
All right, send in a medical team. Tell them to be careful not to walk into an ambush. Okay, report, please.
Still working.
It doesn't have to be pretty, Doctor. Just get the primary systems up and running again.
Yeah, that is what I'm doing.
Instead of running after them with bloody guns, why don't you try talking to him?
And say what?
I don't know, just stall him. We know it's only a matter of time before Dr. Weir and Colonel Shepard are themselves again.
Böyle
Okay, I'll
işte,
take that under advisement,
bekliyoruz.
Doctor. In the meantime, I think you should return to the infirmary. I'm sending you a patient.
On my way. Rodney, I can use some light down there as well.
Yes, working. He was unconscious when we found him. He's been shot.
I can see that, son. Now go drums up a few more torches. Flashlights, off you go. Bloody dark ages. Gloves?
Colonel Caldwell, this is Taylor. I'm at the base of the central tower tracking Dr. Weir.
Understood. I'll send reinforcements.
I can handle Dr. Weir. But if she is here, Colonel Shepard is also close by.
Just a little more light over the wound. Thank you, dear. Come on. There it is, you little bugger. One bullet. Now to stop the bleeding.
People, stop getting in the way! Go ahead and expend all your ammunition just like you did last time. People don't know how to fight, Beavis. That's why we're gonna win the war!
This war is not over yet!
Colonel Caldwell, I'm ready to attempt a partial power-up.
Give me everything you got, Doctor. I have report of automatic weapons fire, and Taylor's not answering her radio.
Here we go.
Of course, now they come on. Right, let's get them under a scanner. I'll make sure I didn't miss any tissue damage. Lovely work, everyone.
There's more than one way in, Phoebus.
what the hell's going on.
I don't know. Sections of the city have begun automatically sealing themselves off.
Move. It's not letting me override.
Because the moment the power came back up, she used a remote computer terminal to take control of the city. She's put us into a total lockdown under her command code.
Can you invalidate her code?
Maybe I could have before the lockdown, but the command's already been given. Look, somebody should have thought of that, huh?
Oh, you mean I should have thought of that? Can you hack it somehow? Override her code?
You do know who you're talking to.
So that's a yes?
I'm just saying, if anyone can, I can. I helped design the system.
Then do it, please.
All right, but I'm using my command code.
Why? You still don't trust me?
No, because it is a 16-digit alphanumeric code that I will have to enter. God knows how many times, and I haven't got around to memorizing yours yet.
Just get me control of the city back.
Fine.
Caldwell, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
By now you're aware the city is entirely under my control. And there are several bulkhead doors between me and your nearest search teams. You can't possibly get to me.
Yes, we're well aware.
I'm sure Dr. McKay believes he can override my command code, and it's possible. In a matter of several hours, he could, but I don't have that kind of time.
We'd be more than happy to wait this out.
Who knows what kind of trouble I could cause with life support while I wait? Or maybe I'll just send a signal to the rig, like you did.
What do you want?
I want Shepard.
Well, I'm sorry I can't help you with that. Is there something else I can do for you?
Don't screw with me, Caldwell. At the very least, I can kill Weir. When you get him, contact me.
Colonel Caldwell, we have 3 signals on 2 separate floors at the base of the tower.
Weir has to be the one in the science lab, which leaves these other 2 over here.
The other one is Taylor.
And the other one has to be Shepard. Taylor, this is Caldwell.
I wasn't able to capture Dr. Weir.
So we're a lot of people. Weir's put the city under a lockdown. I want you to go after Shepard. You and he have been locked into the same section. He's 1 floor up.
I will contact you as soon as I have him. Taylor out.
Is this what you wanted, Phoebus? Another stalemate? I thought you wanted to finish this.
What's wrong, Salem? You can't get out? This is Taylor. I have Colonel Shepard.
Good work. Secure him and stand by for further instructions. Next move is hers.
Caldwell, do you have him or not? I'm losing patience.
I'm working.
We're working on it.
I don't buy it, Colonel.
But I'm telling the truth.
Oh, please. Even Weir thinks you're hopeless. She can't hide it.
We're close.
We're not close.
I have found an interesting way of rerouting your new Halon fire suppression system all the way from hazmat storage to personnel quarters. Now that's where the majority of your city's population is holed up, isn't it?
You know it is?
Ironically, Dr. Weir was concerned when the system was installed that Halon gas extinguishes people, as well as fires. So, shall we take it to the point that I start counting down from an arbitrary number?
We have him.
I thought you might. There's a new security camera in the northernmost stairwell of that part of the tower. I want him taken there so that I can see him. Kicking and screaming if possible.
Taylor, we've been requested to put the colonel in front of the nearest security camera.
I'm doing that right now, Colonel. I'm not surprised that you're the only one that managed to get to him. What do you want? We're just gonna wait until he regains consciousness.
Are you making any progress?
Yes.
Really?
I would just like to state for the record that it is astounding to me that once again I find myself in the position of having to save this city when you and your Space Marines can't figure out how to track down 2 people.
We've got 2 people with the skills and resources of Dr. Weir and Colonel Shepard who probably know this city better than anyone else. And also for the record, I was against this from the very beginning.
Yes. Yes, you were.
Thank you. Please, continue.
He's regaining consciousness.
Taylor, it's me.
Do not waste your breath trying to convince me you're John Shepard. I do not believe you.
Did you see what they're doing? They're pitting us against each other.
Oh, please. You call that acting?
Phoebus.
There's that look of defeat I love.
Sir, I have Colonel Shepard on my screen.
Wrong again. Still hatred.
I guess I'm satisfied with this. Taylor? Yes. Kill him.
Don't listen to her.
Kill him now, or I vent Halon fire suppressant into all the living spaces in Atlantis.
Okay?
I know, I'm almost done here.
Colonel, can she do this?
Yes, she's created a shunt between the fire suppressant system and life support.
I believe so.
How many people are at risk?
3/4 of the expedition.
Why are you doing this? I have spent my entire life at war with his world. Thousands have died with no hope for victory. Both sides reduced to a mere handful of fighters. If he really is the last, then in the end, my people will have won.
Don't believe her.
Believe me when I say I have absolutely nothing to lose. In a very short time, I will feel excruciating pain, this body will convulse, and I will cease to exist. That's what is ahead for me. All I can hope for now is to achieve victory for my people. Phoebus, your people are long dead. Who lost or won a war so many years ago, it does not matter. It matters to me.
If you kill me, you're killing him. He cares for you more than you know.
Please do not make me do this.
You don't have to.
Shoot him, or I release the gas and just hope it reaches the both of you.
She has a capability in doing what she claims.
Taylor. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I am. Kill him.
Shepard doesn't believe he'll do it.
Forgive me, John.
I've got it. I'm overriding her code now.
Are you sure?
It's done. Go.
Taylor, this is Caldwell. Do not fire. I repeat, do not fire. You maintain the lockdown on the science lab, keep her where she is?
Nope. The only way to do it is to override everything. Nobody's in control now. She is long gone.
All security teams, this is Caldwell. Resume your search for Dr. Weir.
Taylor! Come on. You can't leave me like this.
I will not let her harm you.
Oh, you don't know how determined she is. You can't let her win.
He's going into convulsions.
Do not release him no matter what happens.
Taylor,
Is that really you?
you're never gonna believe me, so I'm not even gonna try.
Stand away from him and up against the wall. He is unconscious. I don't know how many bullets I have left in this thing, or I would have already shot you. I said back off! Unconscious or not, I want to see his face.
You alright?
Yes, it is over.
Sorry we took so long. We got stuck in that damn corridor for 2 hours.
Call a medical team and have them both taken to the infirmary.
You got it. Mrs. Lauren, the medical team to that location.
How do you know it was me?
I still do not. Keep his hands bound until Dr. Beckett tells you otherwise.
But if you didn't know, why'd you give me the stunner?
Because you would have shot her either way.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's her name? Sure hung in there for a while.
When did she?
Sometime in the middle of the night. Kicking and screaming.
Oh, that was the strangest feeling, no? The entire time I was shouting to everyone, and nothing I wanted would come out of my mouth.
I know. It's a real nightmare. Especially when you shot Ronan.
Oh God, but I wasn't.
I know. It was her.
How is he?
He's fine. Taylor and Rodney just went to see him in post-op.
Did they believe you were you?
To be honest, I think the only people who believe 100% are Beckett. You.
And me. In fact, I can safely say that I know how you feel.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Colonel, for keeping a potentially explosive situation under control.
Yeah, well, it was a lot closer than I would like to admit.
For what it's worth, Kay says you did a good job.
Did he? Wow. Maybe there's still hope for me yet.
Oh God, no! Don't believe anything she might have
I'm
said.
kidding. Don't give it another thought. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm sure you'll both agree that the paperwork on this is going to be a nightmare. Especially that kiss.
Yes, sir.
Well, try not to kill each other while I'm gone.
Alını böyle. İki, 4, 5, 8. Basit oldu. Ne yapıyor ya? Belki de mantıklı yaptı. Göreceğiz. Adam çok hızlı oynuyor. Güzel. Ay ne gıcık bir şeymiş. Sinir oldum.
Inside the heart of each and every... Inside the heart of it.
Previously on Stargate Atlantis.
We had hoped to test our first atomic weapon 5 years ago.
Shepard has just disabled another generator.
I'm aware of that.
Reinforcements are arriving now, Commander.
Denial will be our situation. You heard our message. The Wraith are at our doorstep. We have an opportunity for you to test your weapon. This is weird. We've got the prototypes.
How much further?
Just around this next corner. When was the last time you had any contact with them?
Yanlış ayarladım. Ne oynayabiliyoruz abi?
Half an hour ago. Maybe told me to head to the gate and radio for backup. I haven't heard what since.
They were under fire and you didn't head back to help?
Major Lawrence told me to stay by the gate.
Be right there.
Oh my god.
Is that the building you were in?
There shouldn't be villagers and why we got another fire.
Fire's out, that's just steam and smoke.
Stay below. Stay here with Lindsay.
Right, sure. Oh, and hey, you hear gunfire? Just know that that's me holding back our attackers off of my own, huh? Fire like this would burn the whole village if someone had not dealt with it.
Somebody put it out, I just don't want to stick around and talk about it. It's not safe to be out here.
Thanks for that. I got something. Damn it.
What?
Dog tags. These are Lawrence.
What the hell happened out there?
As you know, Lauren and his team have the weekly detail escorting Dr. Lindsay to 177.
Yes, the one who's educating people on more effective agriculture and fishing methods.
That's right. Things were going along smoothly until I got to attacked.
Just like that, out of the blue.
Seems that way.
By who? The villagers?
I don't know. Lindsay's not a really useful source of information right now. She's a little shook up. Becca gave her a sedative. Hopefully she'll be able to give us more info later.
Let's schedule an off-world activation.
What have you got?
No IDC, but we are receiving a pretty weak transmission on the VHF band. Audio and video.
Let's see it.
Atlantis Base, this is Layden Radim. Are you receiving transmission?
Call you, man.
Yeah, I know who he is. We can't answer this, though. I need the Jedi of all people to believe that Atlantis has been destroyed.
I know we got the word out.
My men have witnessed your teams dialing and returning through the Stargate to Atlantis more than once. Now from that I can deduce that the rumors of your city's demise are greatly exaggerated.
Sneaky, I'll give him that.
Your secret is safe, as long as you respond to this transmission.
Open a channel.
Atlantis Base, this is Layden Radim.
We hear you. This is Weir.
Dr. Weir. I was beginning to fear the rumors of your destruction were true.
What do you want?
I have something to trade.
Don't think I don't recognize you, lady. You're a member of Kolya's strike force. You tried to forcibly take this city from us. Why would we want to do business with you?
Because I have defected from the Jedi.
Well, good luck with that.
And I have a 0-point module.
And I have a tentative truce with the Jedi that I'm not very eager to jeopardize.
The Jedi got what they wanted. They want no more from you. And this is of no use to me. But I know how important these devices are to your continued survival. And we can discuss this in person. Lower your shields and allow me safe passage into the city.
We're not interested, lady.
This is far, far better than the last trade you made with the Jedi Doctor. And you know, I'm transmitting the gate address to the planet I'm on, and you can send a team to search me if you wish. But I am unarmed and alone. I'll be here for 2 hours. If I don't hear from you within that time, this 0-point module will be lost to you forever. Choice is yours.
Really?
No, but we still need it. If 3 is better than 2, look, we all know that eventually the Wraith are going to discover we're still here. Having more power means that we have more options. We might be able to light up the engines to get the city to fly.
Really?
No, but we still need it.
Well, flying city or not, I think we should consider this.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you the one the Jedi threatened to kill on 2 separate occasions?
He says he's alone and he's willing to be searched.
Wait a minute. We should be dealing with Lauren and his team. Find out what happened to them.
Tara and Ronan will continue with that investigation. And you can join them once you finish up with this.
Alright. Now I'm ready with the life science detector. I'm not sending my team in there blind.
I'm getting telemetry back from the mount. Only reading 1 life sign.
And so far he's telling the truth.
So far.
As I'm sure your machine is already determined, I am unarmed and alone. You can go ahead and send your team to search me.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
They're peaceful people, they really are. I just can't imagine the villagers doing something like this. Tell us what happened. We were invited into one of the villagers' homes for tea. A welcoming custom we've been through a dozen or so times. Dira, one of the villagers, asked for a word with me in private. She took me downstairs.
You went alone with her?
They're farmers and fishermen. I've been dealing with them for months. I trusted them.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Ronan. Go on. Once I was downstairs, I heard the first shots. They sounded like wraith blasts. Wraith. I can't be sure, but yes, that's what it sounded like. Major Lauren radioed me from upstairs and told me to go to the gate and call for backup. The rest you know.
Did this, Dira try to stop you?
No,
Did she look surprised when she heard the shots?
I don't remember. Can you think of any reason at all, that the people of this village would want to attack Lauren and his men? No.
He's clean, sir. What? On ZPM?
I sent it to another planet for safekeeping. How stupid do you think I am?
From what I remember, I gave you a pretty big crack on the head last time we met. Guess I was kind of hoping it made you simple.
No, it didn't. But ever since then, I've been plagued with headaches.
You're just saying that to be nice. What do you want for it?
I'll only talk with Weird.
Does that make you nervous?
Not at all, Major. I'm just not interested in talking to the errand boy.
That's Lieutenant Colonel errand boy to you.
It's not them.
What do you mean?
These bodies you found are not Lauren and his men.
But they were wearing their dog tags.
I don't know what to tell you. I've run the DNA test 3 times now.
Then Lauren and his men could still be alive.
Dr. Lindsay heard wraith stunners before the fire broke out. But this wasn't a wraith attack, so...
Whoever it was wanted us to think they were dead.
What could they possibly want with Lauren?
We need to go back. Question the villagers.
Okay, but regular radio contact, please.
Where? Getting late.
What has he said?
Not much. Apparently he doesn't like me.
Okay, take him to my office.
Your office? Really?
Really, Colonel, I'm on my way. Need to be careful.
Dr. Weir, thank you for your warning.
What do you want from the ZPM?
You people aren't much for small talk, are you?
Not with criminals, no.
As a member of Kolya's strike team, I was following orders. I harbor no ill will towards you or your people.
That's nice.
It's the truth.
What do you want for it?
I need about 100 machine guns, a couple dozen grenades, and any C4 that you have to spare.
Sounds like you're having a party.
Explain, how is turning you into a threat in our best interest?
The real threat of the Jedi. The nuclear weapons are fully operational, and it's my considered belief that they will soon begin using them as a first strike offensive weapon. Not just against the Wraith, but human populations as well. Now you give me and my men the arms we need, you'll never have to worry about the Jedi again.
You're planning a coup.
Yes? And you're going to help me. Callan has led our people for too long. Yes, it's true, he's made the Jedi a force to be reckoned with. But the Callan of the past bears little resemblance to the Callan who is in power now.
How so?
He's become obsessed with uniting the galaxy under a single ruler.
And that would be him.
He thinks it's the only chance we have at defeating the Wraith.
Whether the galaxy likes it or not.
Commander Kolya was the only Jedi who could stand up to him, keep him under control. He went missing several months ago. We suspect Callan had him murdered.
But you can't prove it?
Not yet.
And in Kolya's absence?
Our people were looking for leadership. They looked to me.
Get to the part where you find the ZPM.
Kolya often spoke about the Brotherhood of the 15. The last mission you encountered him, no?
The last time he tried to kill me, yes.
Finding resources for the Resistance has been next to impossible. We have a few rifles, limited ammunition. Nowhere near enough to stage a rebellion.
So you thought if you found a ZPM, we would give you everything you needed?
It's very hard to find trading partners who don't fear the Jedi. Callan has spies all over the galaxy. I figured you'd be more than willing to help if we could give you something of value.
How do we know you're going to be any better than Cal?
Look, I know you don't trust me. But if Callan uses his new atomic weapons to enslave other worlds, then the Jedi are no better than the Wraith. And you can have your ZPM. But you must help me stop that from happening. Never heard of her.
Are you certain? Dira, she was friends with the men who were killed last night.
I said, I never heard of her.
This is a small community, friend. Surely you know her. She lived in the house that burned down. You would just like to ask her some questions.
I just tend to my bar, my family. I mind my business, and I suggest you do the same. We want to know why our friends were killed.
Ronan,
You know something? Everyone here knows something.
let him go.
Who are you trying to protect? If you know what's best for you, you'll both go back from where you came. They're watching us. They'll kill us all if you're not careful. Who?
We can protect you. Help you fight them.
No, you can't. Leave me be.
You believe him?
Well, he has a ZPM.
What about the other stuff? Evil Callan?
He's lying about something. When Callan handed over 2 of his atomic weapons to us, it was a sort of olive branch, and I would hate to jeopardize what little momentum we have going with them.
Stick with the devil we know.
Exactly.
So, give him a heads up? Tell the Jedi he's planning something?
I think so. I'll tell Raiden that we need a bit more time and to set up a way to contact him.
Look for one of our best special ops guys on the planet when we search him. If Leg goes anywhere, my guy will find him.
Good thinking.
Could have been Minsa.
I hope Beckett found some sort of clue, because this was a giant waste of time.
Excuse me? You left us behind.
It's not ours.
Yes, it is. Of course. How foolish of me. Thank you.
What's inside?
Not here.
You know, I'm not sure that you've sufficiently trained me in actual combat. I don't know how much use I'd be in a fight our way out kind of scenario.
Well, I look at it this way. Janai tried to kidnap you on numerous occasions to mine that big old brain of yours.
Yes? Well, if we get into trouble, I'll just trade your life for mine. Funny.
Don't worry. If you survive, I'll mount some sort of rescue mission eventually.
Dr. McKay! Oh, and it's Lieutenant Colonel Shepard now, I hear.
Somebody's been paying attention?
I am afraid I don't have much time, but please tell me what do I do for you.
We were just checking in, saying hi, since we really haven't been in contact since the last calling.
We barely survived the last culling. I can't help but think how close to extinction we came as a people. Our former ambitions have been tempered by the new world, I'm afraid. We've been busy trying to fulfill our people's most basic needs.
You know, we couldn't help with that. Supplies and manpower.
Why would you do that?
Well, we probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for anything that you gave us, so, we owe you one.
We are a proud people, Shepard, but we do know how to accept help when we need it.
On that note, we've been contacted by a Janai named Lady.
At last, the real reason why you're here. What has he been saying?
Oh, it was something about conquests of other worlds using your atomic weapons.
He's been telling the Manarians that I've been slaughtering our own people for food. Layden blames me for Colia's disappearance. And while yes, it's true, I neither respect nor like the man, I had nothing to do with his presumed demise. Anything he tells you is a lie.
He's trying to mount a rebellion.
Let him try. He commands a couple of dozen men and has no weapons to speak of. Believe me, the city's plumbing is of more concern to me right now. But still, you didn't have to tell me. Apprising me of Layden's plans was the act of a friend.
Well, if you want to contact us, we have a new number.
I've known for some time that Atlantis survived the Wraith attack, Colonel Shepard. I hope you will accept it as an act of good faith, that your secret is safe with the Janai. My men will see to the gate.
Oh, that was refreshing. You didn't try to kill us even once? Special ops guys followed Layden M6R867. Looks like he's occupied a warehouse in a bombed-out abandoned city.
He was most likely destroyed by the Wraith and never re-inhabited.
He did a quick flyover and cloak jumper, and sure enough, there are about 20 life signs in the building.
Well, 20 life signs on the whole planet, actually.
So Cohen's intel was accurate.
Yeah, it appears that way, yes.
Even if these men are highly trained and armed to the teeth.
Which most probably they are not.
They're no match for our guys.
A raid?
Hell yes, a raid. This is our main base of operations. I'm willing to bet the ZPM is there.
And what, just steal it?
Well, the Brotherhood stole it from us, Layden stole it from the Brotherhood. It's not really stealing, it's,
recovery. Look, we tell Layden we're ready to do business and he needs to send a dozen guys here to help carry back supplies.
along with the ZPM.
He won't do that, but sure, we can ask. When they get here, we detain them. We need 8 men in the building for 2 small strike teams to deal with.
Okay, it's worth the risk. Go get us a ZPM.
What is it?
I do not know. These are pictures of some of the Atlantis off-world team members.
There.
Major Lorne. Why would the villagers have these?
They're writing on the side here in a bunch of different languages, offering a great reward for the capture. I bet they've been circulated to dozens of planets.
I hope you're wrong. We don't want to tip it before they're all in position. Dr. Lord, that's right. I'm Daily Redeem. Redeem? Yes, I am Layden's sister. Where are supplies? Where is our ZPM? Layden will send it through once we have returned to our world safely. I thought you might say that. What's going on? I'm sorry, but you're being temporarily detained. Colonel?
Well,
You have a go.
understood. All right. Use non-lethal force wherever possible, so the men with stunners take the point. That being said, if they engage us, do what you need to do.
Layden.
See, I almost done that guy?
Must have missed it.
Yeah, but he was like a step to the right, I would have done it for sure.
Good for you.
It's, this way.
How did it go?
What is this?
Have some guests?
Yeah, I can see that.
Dr. Weir, there's something you need to see. Let's go to my office. What's all this?
It's a wanted list. We figure it's on as many worlds as there are languages on the photos.
Who would do that? We're not sure. But the planet where Lawrence's team disappeared is quite poor. It is conceivable they gave up Lorne and his men for some sort of reward. To who?
And why are we on it?
Excuse me?
Shepard's on the list. McKay is on the list. Meyer, Taylor, and me.
What, you feeling left out?
I just want to know who thinks I'm not a threat and give him a chance to change his mind.
The gene. They all have the gene. The gene of the ancestors? Yes, naturally or not, all these men possess the ATA gene. But why would someone want people simply because they possess a certain kind of gene? Maybe they think it will hurt our ability to operate the city. But Ronan, that's why you're not here. See? Most of Edison's team is on the list, except Toriel. He's the only one on that team that doesn't have the gene.
Still doesn't make any sense.
I suggest you call these men back if they're off-world. Yes. And most of these guys are on operation with Shepard right now. We are raiding Layden's warehouse and stealing back the ZPM. We detained most of his team when they came here to pick up the weapons we offered them. Once Shepard and the team get back, I will suspend all their off-world activity until we can get the bottom of this.
Dr. Weir, please report to the infirmary.
On my way, Carson. This is probably about the bodies. You two should come along.
Colonel Shepard. What a surprise.
Drop it.
All right. Feel safer?
A little bit. Is that it?
It is.
Slide it over. Whoa! Could be booby trapped to blow up in your face.
Relax, Shepard. I have no interest in killing you. It's all yours. 1 CPM. One that's probably been out of power for 1,000 years. Oh, that's gas. Don't worry, it's not gonna kill you either.
I think I know who's behind this.
Okay?
Whoever these bodies belong to, they didn't die in that fire.
They died before they burned?
Aye, mostly from internal bleeding and a breakdown of the bone marrow.
What does that mean?
It means they probably died of severe radiation poisoning. Now, from what I know, there's only one race of people that could possibly be exposed to the amount of radiation that would cause this kind of damage.
The Janai.
Aye, exactly.
If the Janai are behind this...
We need to call back Shepard's team.
How do you feel?
Like I've been gassed. How come it didn't affect you?
I was injected with what I just gave you.
Where are my men?
Well, they'll wake up in an hour or so with a pretty big headache, but they're fine. Just like you.
A lot of things right now. Fine isn't one of them.
Stumbled across the dead ZPM in our archives. One of our operatives found it hundreds of years ago, didn't know what it was, filed it away. I'm sure he had no idea how valuable it would eventually be.
So that was your plan? Lure us here, take our weapons, trade us for some more, arm your rebellion. Is that about it?
Couldn't be more wrong.
There is no rebellion, Colonel Shepard. Layden here has only the best interests of the Janai at heart.
Unscheduled off-world activation.
you got?
Not sure yet, ma'am. We're not reading an IDC.
What the hell is going on here?
I want to talk with Dr. Weir.
The gate has to be active.
It already is.
No.
Dr. Weir, this is Commander Cowell, leader of the Jedi.
Where is Colonel Shepard?
He's right here with me. Along with the men you sent to storm this complex. Some would view that as an act of war.
We were just trying to quell your rebellion before it started.
I think we both know what your intentions were, Doctor. And now it's time you became aware of mine. I will release your men, but I expect something in return.
We have 12 of your own. How about a straight trade?
The Jedi you've imagined as your potential hostages are terminally ill. They volunteered for the mission. They knew they were never coming back from the moment they heard of my plan.
Why are you doing this?
The Jedi people need the Lantian ships you call jumpers. I believe you have 10 of them. You have 1 hour to bring them all here.
And if I don't?
We will kill one of your team every 15 minutes until our demands are met. Oh, and we will be starting with Colonel Shepard.
It's no use. The doctors on our world have tried to cure all of us.
I don't mean to speak ill of your doctors, but our medicines are a lot more advanced than theirs.
I know what you're trying to do.
There's really nothing sinister about it, love.
We won't give your men back. Even if you cure us, Cowan will never relent.
I'm afraid that's not my department. Now, are you experiencing any pain at all?
Why? Why would you help us?
Because I'm a doctor, that's what I do. Why would you do this? Allow yourself to be used like this?
I'm dead anyway, what does it matter?
Not yet, last time I checked your pulse. Besides, even if there was no hope, I'd prefer to die surrounded by my friends and family in my own home.
Well, I'm doing this to ensure that my friends and family have a home. Can you understand that? This is the one thing that I can do, and I am glad to do it.
What do you want with the jumpers?
What do I want with invisible spaceships that can fly to other worlds and even deliver our atomic weapons?
Well, since you put it that way. They're never gonna deal. You're gonna have to kill us.
Mm-hmm. I fully expect to have to kill you.
Looking forward to it that much, huh? Why didn't you just take us hostage when we came to visit?
Why take 2 hostages if you could have a dozen? Take him to a cell.
Even if we give you the jumpers, none of the Jedi will be able to fly them.
Oh no? Why's that?
You know why.
Well, if you're referring to the ancient gene, I'm working on a treatment that could artificially produce it. In fact, we've been collecting samples for some time.
From where? Lord.
Starting to put it all together?
I'm getting there. Major, boys.
Colonel.
Yeah, way to be alive.
Thanks, sir. So, you gonna rescue us?
Until about a moment ago, I thought you were dead, but now that I see you speaking and breathing, yeah, thinking about it.
Oh, good. Let me know if there's anything we can do to help.
Lieutenant Miller performed a cloak scan of the planet. It looks like the Jedi have moved in a massive amount of troops over the past 15 minutes. I'm afraid they have us greatly outnumbered. Any attempt to extract our men would result in many casualties on both sides.
Let me get in there and see what I can do.
No. The last thing I need is for more of us to fall into their hands. How are our Jedi guests doing?
Well, they have a number of different symptoms and ailments, but they all trace back to one thing: radiation poisoning.
McKay warned them that the shielding for their fission experiments was dangerously insufficient. I guess they didn't listen.
Aye.
Can you cure them?
There are some experimental treatment protocols I've been able to get my hands on, although some of them are just too far gone to do anything but pain management. But I do believe I can save at least 8 of them.
All right. Let's hope they will trade their people for ours.
Do we have a backup plan?
We're not handing 10 of our jumpers over to the Jedi. Let's just hope this works.
I don't think you understand. Most of your people can be cured, including Layton's sister.
Oh, I understand. What you need to understand is I don't care.
What?
I think you're playing for time, Dr. Weir.
Your people can be cured. Now let me return them to you and let them live out the rest of their lives with their families and their home world.
The Jedi need those jumpers. Until you are prepared to part with them, this conversation is over.
You killed one of my people and we are in a state of war.
Oh, yes. I don't quite know how I live with myself. I will contact you again in 15 minutes, so you can decide whether you would like Dr. McKay to live. In the meantime, you have forfeited the life of Colonel Shepard.
Cowan, wait!
Kill him.
Yes, sir.
What the hell happened?
We got gassed.
Wait, some sort of trouble?
Was it the gas or the prison cell that was your first clue?
Time's up.
Anything?
We're still connected, but he's turned the radio off. I'm not getting any signal. Damn it! Elizabeth, what if we offer them one jumper in exchange for Colonel Shepard?
Carson, we have less than 15 minutes before they kill McKay.
You can deliver all the jumpers you want. They're gonna kill everyone. We need to attack them now.
Weir says your Dr. Beckett can cure the people I sent through the gate. Is that true?
Beckett's the best doctor in 2 galaxies. If there's a cure, he's got it.
We're letting him go. Hidden away at the bottom of this building is a nuclear device.
Get your hands on that.
You forget I'm the chief scientist. I made it.
Gonna start your coup.
I needed Cowan and his elite guard together in one place. I knew the chances some puddle jumpers would get him here.
Good one.
Most of my men are waiting for me in our home world. Tonight, the leadership of our people changes hands.
You were just gonna leave us here to be vaporized with the others?
Yes, I was. Things have changed. Let's go.
Go see what's keeping him.
It's all right. Just escorting these prisoners. There's a hidden passage this way. We shouldn't run into any more resistance.
Bakalım bu destan oldu.
Commander Callan, someone has freed the Atlanteans.
What? Layden, come in!
This is Layden.
What's going on?
I'm sorry it had to come to this, Cowan.
You have served our people.
What are you doing?
We found a malignant tumor in your sister's left lung. We had to remove it as soon as possible. Not to worry, it was a complete success. She did great.
And then she'll be cured?
She's not out of the woods entirely, but she keeps up with her treatments.
Men and Jedi suffer from similar afflictions.
We'd be more than happy to cure as many of your people as we can. The ones who survived the coup, that is.
I don't anticipate any more casualties.
Good. Let's make that a condition.
My day is far from over. I must return to my planet.
We'll take good care of her, I promise.
Thank you, Doctor.
The coup was successful. Layden Redeem is the new leader of the Jedi.
Wow, that was fast.
And once people found out Callan and his elite guard were out of the picture, his loyalists laid down their weapons. They're billing it as a bloodless coup because no one died on their own soil.
So a nuclear explosion and the lives of an entire battalion of men don't count?
Yeah, it's all spin. What do you think the fallout's gonna be?
Now, historically, most coups end up with the new government being about as bad as the old one.
I don't know. He seemed pretty grateful we saved his sister.
There's that.
It did save me and my team.
There's that, too.
So I say we call it a win.
Who's spinning now?
All right. Then I say we call it a night.
That we can do.
Blood pressure's fine, pulse normal. You're bouncing back quite nicely.
Bouncing back from what?
Hello, Michael. Do you remember me?
No.
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Weir. This is Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard.
You serve under my command.
Do you know where you are?
I don't even know who I am.
Your name is Lieutenant Michael Kenmore. You're in a private room off the infirmary here in Atlantis. Is that familiar to you?
Atlantis? Yeah.
You're a member of the team in that world. You were captured by the Wraith.
I see you remember the Wraith.
What are they doing?
We're not quite sure yet.
We sent a rescue team for you next time. You were wounded during the mission.
You've been unconscious for days now, head is worried sick.
Why can't I remember anything?
We don't know yet. Hopefully we'll learn more as we conduct further tests.
And in the meantime, I can assure you that we will give you the best possible care to help in your recovery. Keep a close eye on him. Until we know more, we need to proceed with caution. This may just be the start of our problems.
What is that? I'm afraid you have type 1 diabetes. You require a daily injection of insulin to maintain a normal blood glucose level. You've managed it quite nicely, actually. Michael, we believe you may be suffering from what's called generalized dissociative amnesia, which usually occurs as a result of significant trauma.
Trauma caused by the Wraith.
We don't know for certain. Hopefully, over time, the memory will return. In the meantime, we'll do our best to help you fill in the gaps. A wee bit at a time so as not to completely overwhelm you.
I'm already completely overwhelmed. How much worse could it get?
I heard he was awake.
Like complete amnesia, doesn't remember a thing.
May I speak with him?
Of course.
You need to rest. Hello, Michael. I'm Taylor.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Yes. You assisted my team on a few missions.
But there's more, though. Are we friends?
Yes.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
How are you feeling?
Physically fine. My mind is completely blank. At least 7 out of 10.
You have only recently arrived in Atlantis, but you have already proven yourself to be one of the finest soldiers in the city.
Well, if I'm such a fine soldier, how did I get captured by the Wraith?
Your team came upon a landed Wraith cruiser and were ambushed. You sacrificed yourself in order to give your teammates time to escape. Quite heroic.
Were you part of the team that rescued me?
Yes.
Well, then that makes you even more heroic.
He said I was familiar to him. He asked if we were friends. How did you respond? I said we were. After everything he's been through, I thought some positive news could not hurt. I think you're right. Stabilization is the first critical stage in his psychological treatment. He's doing quite well so far, but it's important we do what we can to ease his recovery. What's the next stage? Integration into the community, followed by relational development. How is he doing physically?
Excellent. Vitals normal. All he needs is a bit of physical therapy to regain muscle tone and coordination.
Do you think he's ready to be released?
I do. I don't think that's such a good idea. And we still don't know if there are any residual effects he might be carrying around.
What do you think, Doctor? Is he ready to join the community? A change of scenery could be very beneficial to him. Alright then. Release him. These are your corners.
Does any of this look familiar to you?
No.
It is a cowboy hat. You come to a place called Texas.
Texas.
They're your parents.
Hey, what happened to the blue jello? My favorite, all of a sudden stopped the menu. What gives it? Thank you. Lieutenant Kenmore.
Oh, so they tell me. Call me Michael.
Michael, right, yes, of course. Michael.
I'm sorry, I'm probably supposed to know you, but...
Right, yes, of course, I heard. I'm, Dr. K. Rodney K.
Doctor.
So, you've been, released, I see.
Just now. I have some bodyguards following me around everywhere, and Colonel Shepard's probably somewhere close by. They want to keep an eye on me in case I suddenly freak out.
Freak out, yes. Well, but I don't think you're not gonna... You're fine.
I think so. I feel fine. I guess time will tell. Hopefully the amnesia won't be permanent. Wraith materializers come in next?
Yes, I was just studying, you know.
How did I know that?
One of the team's mission objectives was to infiltrate a Wraith ship and obtain, intelligence.
And our mission was successful.
Yes, very successful.
Except for getting captured.
Well, we've all been captured by the Wraith at one point or another, haven't we? Just, one thing is that you were arrested. Safe and sound.
Safe, yes, the sound part I'm not so sure of.
Yeah, well, it's,
I guess I better be going.
Right. You got it.
See ya.
Defend, hair, strike. It is all about catching your opponent off balance.
She succeeded.
Now you try.
I can't do that move.
Oh, yes, you can.
You keep saying I'm a good fighter.
You are. Very good.
All right.
Wow, you're right. I can't believe that.
Keep your hands off her.
Ronan, we were sparring as part of his physical therapy. Let him go. Now!
I'm sorry.
Ronan is fairly new here in Atlantis. He's still making the adjustment to our way of doing things. He's clashed a few times with some of the personnel, including yourself and even Colonel Shepard.
I'll just have to stick there. Whatever I did to make him angry doesn't look like the kind of person you want to have as an enemy.
Give him time. I'm sure you'll work out your differences. Put the past behind you.
Past. Whatever that is. It's just so frustrating. I didn't even remember the faces of my own parents.
They've been informed of your condition. In time, we'll send you home to be reunited with them, but for now, I think it's best if we hold off.
So what do you think? Will my memory ever return?
We can't be sure. But we'll continue with these sessions, perhaps even try hypnosis.
I just want to get back to normal. Be like everybody else. So real. I know it was a dream, but when I saw that fish staring back at me, they did something to me, didn't they? The Wraith during my capture. They did something to my mind. Maybe they implanted something into my brain. What did they do? Tell me.
We do not know. Listen, many people here have had such dreams. You are not the only one.
Really?
The constant fear of the Wraith attacking the way they feed on us, it creates a tremendous amount of stress.
You've had the dream too?
Yes. Many times. And I know how frightening it can be. He's only had the one dream?
Yes. Give him more. Because, Rodney, I specifically calibrated his regimen according to his current physical condition. Any alteration could adversely affect his recovery. I say we remain patient. Wait to see if he has any more dreams. If it's merely psychological, then Dr. Heitmeyer should be able to help him through it.
Why do we not just tell him the truth? The dreams are most likely due to post-traumatic stress. Not at all uncommon in situations like yours. You can see Dr. Beckett after you leave, have him prescribe something for sleep.
I can't help thinking there's more to it. Something's not right with me.
Do you feel sick?
No. I mean, I feel like I don't know what it is, but it's not right. It's not. Everyone around here, I get the feeling like they know something they're not telling me. See, that expression, I see that a lot around here. People being careful with me, like they're trying to figure out what to say next.
And you think this means that they're keeping secrets from you?
Maybe not deliberately, but yes. I get the feeling they know something about me, but aren't telling me. And it's frustrating. Because if the Wraith did something to me, I'd really like to know what it is.
He's trying to bury the hatchet. It's not a bad idea, don't you think?
There you go. Look, I just want to know. Dr. Beckett.
Delta wave frequencies are 2.9 Hz, which means he may regain consciousness soon.
Yes. No, please.
No, calm down. It's not my name. All right, take it easy.
If you would let us explain.
Go ahead. Explain. But no more lies.
Alright, this is what we know of the Wraith. They evolved from a creature that we call the Eratus bug. Now that bug began taking on characteristics of the humans it was feeding on, and over time, became the Wraith that we know now. So Dr. Beckett has developed a drug.
It's a retrovirus, designed to suppress the Eratus bug elements of the Wraith genetic code, leaving only the human aspects behind. It took some time to perfect, but we finally achieved a viable drug, which we then decided to test.
Injections? Insulin?
Not insulin. I'm sorry. You see, once the retrovirus was administered and the transformation begun, another drug was needed to prevent the Wraith element from returning. It's actually a combination of drugs which unfortunately require a daily injection.
So what are you saying? That being a Wraith is some kind of disease? Something you think you can cure? What gives you the right to do this to me?
We're in war. The Wraith will stop at nothing to kill every one of us. And we'll stop at nothing to make sure that doesn't happen.
You made up everything. My name, the photograph of my parents. You.
It was my decision to keep the truth from you.
Why?
For one, we were concerned that if you were told, you may react the way you are now.
The whole point was to erase any trace of Wraith inside you. Not to keep reminding you of it. And trust me, you're a hell of a lot better off now than you were before. Since we're telling the truth.
This whole thing was a bad idea.
No, it wasn't. The retrovirus works so much is clear. Just look at the guy. If we can figure out how to deploy this as a biological weapon, it's possible that we can hit entire hive ships and turn them into humans.
That's still a ways off. And I've yet to develop an effective long-term dose to keep the Wraith element suppressed for a lifetime.
But the point is we are getting closer.
You know, you may be able to make him look like a human, talk like a human, but they'll still be a Wraith. Nothing you do will ever change that.
Michael? I know you're angry. I'm sorry for what you've been put through. But in time, I think you may come to see this as...
Were you part of the team that captured me? You told me before that you and your team rescued me when I was captured by the Wraith. But now I'm starting to realize you did the actual capture. And you have the nerve to tell me you're my friend.
I would like to be your friend. I would.
You expect me to believe that?
You may not understand this now, but making you human, I believe this could make your life better.
Really? Because from what I was told, you made me human in order to make your lives better. So tell me then, what makes being human better than being human?
They are evil. They kill us, feed on us, show no mercy, no nothing of compassion.
Humans are different.
Yes.
So what you did to me, that was done out of compassion?
The feelings of betrayal are understandable, but it's important when you talk about them. Hopefully come to resolve them.
With you?
Yes, of course.
I already tried that once. It didn't work out so well. But something was cleared up for me, though. Now I know what that strange feeling was. The one that's been gnawing inside me. Seems I can't shake those basic Wraith instincts. Hunger, aggression. And now that I know the truth, I feel them even more.
Dr. Heidmeyer confirmed he believes he's still experiencing Wraith convulsions. Is there anything more you can do to help suppress them?
I don't know. It could merely be a psychological manifestation.
Well, we should up his dose. Yeah, I know you said give it more time, but now that he knows what's going on, things might start going from bad to worse.
I agree.
He's due for his next injection now. I could go ahead and increase the dosage, monitor him closely.
Let's just hope he agrees to take it.
Well, if he doesn't, we'll have to insist. Who knows? Maybe another big dose might wipe his memory clean again.
And then what? We start the lies all over again?
They want you in the infirmary. Time for your injection.
What are you doing? What do you want from me?
Just waiting for you to give me a reason to kill you.
I guess I should thank you.
Sit back and watch it burn.
You're the only one around here who's been honest with me from the start.
Lieutenant Kenmore, the infirmary?
You heard him. Better get moving. Lieutenant.
Did you forget to set it stun?
Sergeant Cole. He is dead. We can't keep him here, even locked up. It's too dangerous.
We can take him to the alpha site. I'll sedate first so I won't know where it is.
And then what?
Continue with the drug treatments.
Continue.
Dr. Beckett was about to start increasing the dosage. Hopefully, that will be effective in eliminating any remaining wraith impulses.
Why are we even talking about this? He killed one of your people. Your experiment didn't work. We should kill him right now.
We can't kill him, Ronan. We're the ones who put him in this position.
Hold on a minute, Doc. If we hadn't given him the retrovirus, he'd still be a wraith. We wouldn't think twice about killing him.
But we did give him the retrovirus. We made him human. Now we have the responsibility to treat him as we would any other.
He's not human. He's a wraith.
Carson, what do you think? Is it worth continuing with these treatments?
I don't know. I suppose it's worth seeing how he fares with the increased dosage.
I agree. We've come too far with this just to abandon it now.
Ah be.
Would you please step outside?
What's going to happen to me?
You will be transported to another planet where we are establishing an off-world base.
You want to keep me from learning more about Atlantis? You're afraid that if a Wraith ship comes close enough, I'll communicate with them. Tell them you're here. I didn't want to kill you. I just wanted to escape. To get out of this place.
We would like to continue the drug treatments. Dr. Beckett believes that an increased dose would fully suppress any wraith urges you may still be experiencing. The alternative is death.
All of this up to the jumper bay. EEG, deferred cardiograph. I'll cross-check that medication and investigate. The big set would do for at least a week. Got a lot of equipment to take with us. From what I understand, the office is not exactly set up for this kind of work.
It's not set up for much of anything yet, I'm afraid. Hey, how are you holding up?
Oh, I don't know because a real man is dead.
You can't blame yourself for that.
Elizabeth, I'm the one who developed the retrovirus. I'm the one who pushed for this experiment. Of course I'm to blame.
And I'm the one who proved it. This was my call, Carson. So if there's any blame to be laid, it starts and ends with me, all right?
Time to go.
We're sedated for transport to the Alpha site. Just a precaution. How are you feeling?
Hungry.
I will see about getting you some food. They call them meals ready to eat. It was all I could gather on short notice.
It's okay. You're different from the others. The only one willing to show compassion. Thank you, Taylor. I knew I could count on you.
Colonel, what happened? Don't quite know. He somehow managed to get Stevens restrained to take Taylor hostage. He forced a security detail outside the permanent drug and weapons on a killer.
Where'd they go?
Up the ridge, probably he's on the way.
Just a precaution. I know. You're angry. I lied to you. But you had no right to do this to me. I won't let you experiment on me anymore. Let's go.
Isn't the SOs guarding the gate?
The progression.
We need to figure out the last address dialed if that's even possible. We need to get McKay out here.
No, we don't.
Trust me, he's the only one who can figure this stuff out.
Look.
Oh, that's not bad.
It is not too late. We can still go back. Dr. Beckett can give you an injection, take away the pain.
No!
This is how it's supposed to be.
This is what I was drawn to.
They are aware of us. They are coming.
I know. And I will return to them.
Then we shall be enemies again.
We never stop being enemies.
What will you do with me? Feed on me? Is that why you brought me all this way?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel the urge. And now that I'm truly able to feed again, I feel it even more.
Then go ahead. Back into a wraith?
Not completely, but well on his way.
His reversion occurred at a much more accelerated rate than we anticipated.
Unfortunately, his memory of what we did to him remained intact.
Should have killed him when I had a chance.
He's right.
We are totally screwed. Not only has our dear lieutenant rejoined the raid, but he's taken with him the knowledge that Atlantis still exists.
God knows what type of intel he was able to pick up during his stay.
They will send another wave of hive ships.
Probably already on their way.
And this time, I'm guessing they're not going to fall for the whole invisibility trick.
We need to come up with a new defense plan.
We're gonna need more firepower.
Güzel bir hata yaptın dostum.
Inside the heart of it.
Impressive. This is our central control room. And this is our shield generator control.
The austerity of the facility suggests it was built during the height of war.
It is well beyond our science. My skills are rudimentary at best.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It took Dr. McKay years to figure out all things ancient, and he still doesn't completely understand.
I have a very firm grasp of ancient technology.
You've blown up entire planets, Rodney.
That wasn't my fault.
Well, it didn't do it by itself.
Are these our guests?
Yes, Chancellor. Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard, Dr. Rodney McKay, Taylor Imogen, and Ronan Dex. Chancellor Lycus.
Welcome to Terrence.
Thank you.
And thank you for finally answering our calls for assistance. We tried several addresses from the database, but we're beginning to wonder if anyone can hear us.
Sorry about that. We like to keep a low profile.
so as not to attract the attention of the Wraith.
I see. Well, hopefully you can help us. Our shield generator has been giving us trouble for some time now. Our knowledge of the technology is limited, and the ancestors regretfully neglected to leave behind instruction manuals.
Actually, they did. You probably just couldn't understand.
Good news is you found our address. I'm sure we can fix whatever needs fixing.
And by we, he means me. So, shall we get started?
I'm sure I could learn a lot from you, Doctor.
Oh. Sure I can learn, Let's start here.
In the meantime, perhaps you'd like a tour of the facility.
Lead the way.
Here's just popped.
We are deep underground. The ancestors constructed an extensive system of corridors and tunnels throughout the facility and beyond. In fact, it was by following such a tunnel beneath our nearest settlement that we discovered this facility.
What was that?
Just a tremor. Nothing to be concerned with. Please, this way.
Tremor, tremors.
We've experienced several such tremors in recent days. I'm concerned they may have something to do with our generator problems.
Well, you see your generator is powered by geothermal energy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's probably a connection.
What were you doing?
Well, that was the it's a standard military procedure in the case of an earthquake. One hides, stands in a doorway and just checks the structural integrity of the building for sake of the civilians.
This is the main hangar.
Hangar? For what?
Mere description would be inadequate.
I see what you mean. It's an Aurora-class warship. Obviously, the ancients built more than one of them.
Why didn't we become aware of it at the same time our sensors picked up the Aurora?
It's damage. Probably from the war with the Wraith.
Beyond repair?
I don't know. They're scientists, or at least the folks who call themselves scientists have been working on it years. It's way out of their league. They know how to turn things on and off, but as far as fixing problems...
Rodney should still have the technical specs you brought up in the war mission.
I told them to take a look at them, but first I wanted to fix the shield generator, build some goodwill with these people.
Good idea. Hopefully we can establish an alliance with them. A ship like that?
I'm very much in handy now that the Wraith are probably on the way, I know. I'm gonna get back there now, make sure he's not distracted. So.
Distracted?
Well, the lead scientist, she's very,
hot?
I was gonna say attractive. But McKay is acting very,
smitten?
I was gonna say pathetic.
Wait, I should head back with you and begin negotiations with the Tyrannan leader. What's he like?
No, his guy. Don't pay much attention. Sorry.
A shield like this would normally require a zero-point module to power it, but this one seems to operate on geothermal energy alone.
Yes, there's an enormous amount of heat beneath the surface.
Follow me.
When I noticed the fluctuations in shield strength, I managed to override the alarms and make some adjustments. But then other lights began blinking and I was unable to understand what they meant. Shortly after that is when the tremors started.
How goes it, Rodney?
I was just still running diagnostics.
Still? See what I had that fixed. If you want, call Dr. White. I'm sure he could,
I can handle it, thank you. What are you doing back so soon? I mean, I told you this might take some time.
Just wanted to talk to the Chancellor. See if we can establish relations with these good people.
That would be wonderful.
In fact, you've been working awfully hard. Maybe I...
No. I was just about to show Norina the generator log, which shows that you've been running the shield continuously for over a year now.
Yes, when the device was activated, you told me what it was called.
It was a long-range scanner. That's just what we call them.
It's on old TV.
Yes. What about them?
When they indicated a sudden rise in Wraith activity last year, Chancellor Lycos ordered me to increase the strength of the shield.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Why?
Because the ancients didn't design these things to run continuously at maximum capacity. Look, shields are for emergencies only, Norina. When you shut down the alarms, you overrode the fail-safes, and that means that we're... Oh, no.
What is it?
The reason the ancients chose to power this facility on geothermal energy is because we're sitting right smack in the caldera of a dormant supervolcano, or should I say, formerly dormant, because drawing all of this energy from the magma chamber has made it extremely active.
So, things are gonna get worse.
I think we could safely say that things are gonna get worse. Yes.
Technology.
And we have an ancient warship.
Yes. A ship that currently is unable to fly. If we were able to repair it, perhaps we could negotiate...
We do not know all of its wonders, but I can only assume it possesses the capability for great destruction. Why would I hand over that capability to you?
And Chancellor, don't take this as a threat in any way, but we already possess that capability. Now, having that ability and using it are two entirely different things. Excuse me, please. Yes, John?
You and the Chancellor may want to come down to the control room. We have a problem.
What kind of problem?
That kind of problem.
I don't see any volcano.
Because you're standing inside it right now. Look, when you think of regular volcanoes, you think Mount St. Helens or Kilauea.
And super volcano?
Yellowstone National Park, with a caldera over 50 miles wide and a massive sea of molten rock just beneath the surface.
So we just built a facility here in order to tap into all that geothermal energy.
Right, and these things don't erupt very often. Thousands, oftentimes hundreds of thousands of years go by between blasts.
So the ancients thought, what the hell? Plenty of energy down there to run a shield?
Yeah, but not continuously.
By doing so, we've increased the pressure of the magma chamber.
It's expanded to over 40 miles now, and increasing.
Can it be stopped?
No, the damage is already done. A significant hotspot rift has opened. Pressure will keep building.
Is there anywhere on this planet we can help relocate you to?
Look, you're still not getting it. Listen to me, all of you. When this thing erupts, the force of the explosion will be over 10,000 times greater than the blast that destroyed Mount St. Helens. It will obliterate half of this continent.
There must be other continents.
This dust cloud will... Oh, I'm sorry. Was my volume turned right down? What, did you not hear me?
Chancellor Liggett, Dr. McKay is the finest scientist we have. I trust his advice without reservation.
And I don't know you.
You asked for our help and we came.
To fix our shield generator, not incite evacuation of our planet.
Your shield generator is what's causing this problem. And we would not advise such drastic measures unless there were no other alternatives.
I'm just finding it curious that you advise us to leave this planet shortly after you discover that we possess an ancient warship.
You think we're trying to get you to leave so we can take your ship?
As I said, I don't know you.
No, you don't. Is everyone all right?
Nasty cut on his forehead.
Reports of the wounded are coming in from the settlement. I'll call Becca. Get him up here.
You better make it quick. The last crew opened a hydrothermal vent in the base. The ground is eroding beneath us.
You need to get your people off this planet now.
They can come to Atlantis. We'll be safe there. If we didn't answer your call for help, this would still be happening. Chancellor, please listen to them.
I look to settle. Tell our people to gather only their most precious possessions and come here as quickly as possible. We'll begin evacuating immediately.
Taylor, Ronan, come in. Oh, good, you're here. We're just about ready to escort the first wave back to Atlantis.
Where are the wounded?
There's a technician up in the control room that needs tending to. They're also bringing in more wounded from the settlement. What can we do? We can help Colonel Shepard facilitate the flow of evacuees. Chancellor Lycos and I are going to handle their arrival on the other end. This way, Carson.
They're coming this way.
Rodney? Right here.
Okay, it's dialed. You're good to go.
All right, we'll see you on the other side. And please make it quick.
Shepard, first wave's on its way. How you doing with the next group?
Keep the line moving.
Shepard, get the people back inside the facility. Atlantis, this is McKay. Raise the shield. I repeat, raise the shield.
The Stargate.
Come on.
Why did he raise the shield?
McKay gave the order just before we lost contact. What is happening?
I don't know. Renegade diagnostic.
Power levels were intermittent the last few seconds before it shut off. Something must have terminated the connection from their end.
Down the back.
Can't establish a wormhole. Something's happened to the Stargate. There's nothing wrong with our gate. Dial it again.
Getting nothing.
You orchestrated this, didn't you?
What?
You lured me here to hold me hostage in exchange for our warship.
I assure you, Chancellor, that is not what's happening here. Zelenka, the Dennis is on its way back from Earth. I want you to contact Colonel Caldwell and divert them to Terranus.
Right away.
We're gonna find out what's going on, I promise.
I will not be cut off from my people.
My people are on your planet too, Chancellor. We're both cut off.
What the hell happened? The Stargate was swallowed up by the magma. We are so screwed.
You mean we're stuck here?
If we have no way of contacting Atlantis...
Oh, we're totally screwed.
Hang on, let's not panic.
This facility has no means of direct subspace communication.
Will you just take it easy?
We're inside a soon-to-be erupting volcano!
Elizabeth will try to dial us back. She can't get through. She'll send the Devils.
Devils? Right. That's good. What if the volcano erupts before then?
The ship in the hangar. Maybe McKay.
Oh, maybe I can fix it. Place the pressure squarely on my shoulders for a change.
Well, I've discovered you're pretty good under the threat of impending death.
I am, actually. Life support should be back up and running in a few minutes.
Good, that's good.
And I have discovered the ship's name. It's the Hippophoralcus.
The what?
Yeah, well, it appears to have been named after an ancient general. Hippophoralcus.
Well, we're not calling it that.
Right, try now.
Yes, sir, we're here. Where are you?
We just arrived in orbit above Terranus. Where are you? We've scanned the base and found no life signs.
Well, this part of the base must be killed.
Are you using assistance?
Well, the Stargate on this planet's been swallowed by lava, and we're in a volcano that can erupt any second, so yeah, we could use a little help.
Get yourselves out into the open where we get a lock on you.
No, sir, we promised to help these people. We're gonna need the Daedalus to evac them back to Atlantis.
From the number of people that we're detecting, that's at least 4 trips.
But the Daedalus is quite large.
Surely you could fit more.
This is a spaceship, which means that our life support resources are finite.
4 trips would already stretch those resources to the limit.
Enough time for that.
There's no way to know for sure. I mean, we'll be close.
Well, the tremors have stopped.
Alright, Beckett's on his way back to the settlement to treat the wounded. Taylor and Rona can join him, organize people into groups that can be beamed aboard. In the meantime, McKay and I are going to stay here and continue our work on Plan B.
No, we need to get out of here.
We can start the process, but if things get worse and the Daedalus can't get everyone off-world, we're going to need another lifeboat.
And Plan B is what?
We've got a sister ship, the Aurora, called the Orion. McKay's trying to get the sublight drive online.
Really?
Well, a ship that large, you should be able to get everyone else out in one trip.
Yeah, well, whether or not we live or die is all up to us.
This is so unfair.
Sounds like a plan, Colonel. Let's get to it.
Wait, over there you go.
Have you selected which patients will go first?
Hi, this group here, they're the most severely wounded. I've elected the Daedalus as a contact. I'll wait for them.
Ronan is outside gathering the remainder of the first group. Everyone has seen and felt the first signs of the impending eruption, and despite our best efforts to keep them calm, some are beginning to panic.
How long before the Daedalus is able to return?
12 hours to travel to Atlantis and back.
12 hours, that's enough time to make 4 trips. Ronan, this way. To the far left. The next group will go.
Alright, come here, everyone. Just stand here. Stand here. Don't worry, we'll feel safe.
Daedalus, this is Taylor and Martin. We have several hundred Terranians standing by at the various beaming sites. We're ready.
Understood. First wave of refugees are on board. We're headed back to Atlantis.
Thank you, Colonel. We'll be ready to receive them. We're out.
Then what? Once my people have been evacuated to the city, what happens to us then?
You're welcome to stay here with us. Or we can help you find a safe, suitable planet you can relocate to.
And if what is happening on my planet is a false alarm?
I doubt that's the case.
Detuer, I'm sorry, it's important.
Excuse me, Chancellor.
The long-range scanner.
A hive ship.
Yes. Yes, headed towards Atlantis.
How far out?
3 weeks, perhaps?
Just the one?
So far.
So far. I have already learned so much from you just in the last few hours. Perhaps one day I could study under you.
Yes, well, I really look forward to that. But first, we need to get off. First, we need to get off the planet. First, we need to get off the planet, and then you could be under me.